Hello, 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 YouTube. How's everybody doing on this Feel Good Friday? The Friday after Thanksgiving. It's the end of the week. Weekend's coming up. You should have already been practicing self-care. Most people are off on the Thursday for Thanksgiving and the Friday after. But if you were not one of those people, whenever you get some time off, make sure you practice self-care. Do some things that are specific just for you. Thank you so much for stopping by on Feel Good Friday with your girl Ebony on Real Talk Therapy 101. This week, we've been talking about our mind and how it's our greatest asset and how to overcome some of those battles that we fight within ourselves or within our heads. And sometimes it spill over into how we maneuver through our days. So, coming through on the end of it, we have another, if you guys joined me on yesterday, I'll let you know that I'm on location. That's all I keep saying. On location, on vacation. So I'm not in my usual spot, having the usual conversation, but enjoying this good time off to fellowship with friends and family and just to rest and do some things. Not feeling my best today, but it's still a Feel Good Friday. No custom made shirt. As you can see, I'm dressed in fatigue today. But I do have my Coach bag. I am prepared. It's my new Coach Army Fatigue tote. This one is new, literally new. It's out now. It was on sale last week, so we couldn't leave that one in the store. And kicks for today are, let me see if I push this back just a little bit, how I can do. All right, the Green Vapor Max. So let's wrap this thing on up, and then I'm gonna talk to you guys about our entrepreneur, the business feature for this Friday. The owner is going to be upset because I asked them for a business card and they did not give me one. So I'm going to use a picture that I have of them and their business tool or what they drive as part of their business. So stay tuned for that. But as we wrap things up this week, knowing that our minds are our greatest assets, sometimes we are at war. Hence the army fatigue that I'm wearing today. Sometimes we're at war with ourselves, and we're at war with ourselves in our mind. The more we start thinking about certain things or letting our mind go certain places, sometimes you put yourself in a situation that you don't even have to be in because you didn't stop and process whatever it is that you're thinking about or whatever it is that has you in a space. And human nature is we go to the worst case scenario with everything. It's an automatic thought, and I'm not quite sure why, but it happens automatically. And when you go to the worst case scenario, or when you start assuming things or making things be however you thought they were in your mind without getting clarity, you start to question every move that you make. You start to question decisions that you made 5 years ago. You start questioning things that you want to do tomorrow. All because you went at war with one solitary thought in your mind that if you just asked the right questions to the right people, you would understand better instead of making it up as you go. In order to have peace, you have to create it. Nobody else in this world is responsible for your peace. You have to figure out how to create your own peace. If something gets on your nerves, 9 times out of 10, you created the avenue for that thing to get on your nerves. Things bother you because you allow them to bother you. Operate in an unbothered status. Start getting to a place where even if it bothers you, let me stop, think about it, rationalize it, take it from this place to that place, and let me get out of my own head. When we're at war with ourselves, that's the worst war to be in because it's you fighting your thoughts, fighting things that you don't know, fighting things that you don't understand, fighting things that has nothing to do with you. Remember, we got to mind our own business. And even in minding our own business, sometimes things can go from A to Z, and you skip B through Y, all in between. You skip all of the details in between because you wanted to see something a certain way. Come on, some stuff can be rationalized, some stuff can be thought through, and it doesn't have to be anywhere near what we thought it would be. Real talk. We create those wars, and those battles that are within your mind are so hard to determine who's going to win. Because if you're fighting yourself, who's going to win? You know, what part of you is going to win and which part of you is going to lose? Because remember, there's no in between with that. There's no tie when it comes to certain things. There's a winner and there's a loser. And so, you know, and losing is an option, just like failure. It's an option. You can't win all the time. So sometimes that's where compromise comes in. And that's when, you know, you give a little and take a little. Those things come in. But the more that you sit and go back and forth like a ping pong ball about things that you cannot control, things that have nothing to do with you, things that will not help you get your boat on target and get you where you need to go, the more you sit and turmoil and toil on those things, the more you are upsetting your mental ability to think straight, make rational decisions, do the right thing. Because sometimes we can think people are coming for us or doing stuff to us, and 9 times out of 10, they're not doing anything to us. We've created it in our minds. And then sometimes you can know that people are coming for you. You can know that people are doing something to you, but you sit and create a safe space in your mind. You don't have to do that. Handle your handles. Handle those things that pertain to making sure you stay mentally on top of what you need to stay mentally on top of. It's easier said than done. And the reason why we make things hard. The easiest things can be simple. We make it hard. If somebody's not talking to you, it doesn't mean that they're mad or angry or, you know, they just might not want to talk. If somebody doesn't want to do something that you want to do, it doesn't mean that they don't love you or whatever. They may not just be feeling it in the moment. And so if we take rejection to mean that people don't want to be bothered with us, no, you just rejected that particular offer. But you didn't reject me as a whole. You have to start processing that stuff, or you will literally run yourself to a level of crazy that you hadn't been operating out of before. And then now you got to figure out how to get out of it. And then 9 times out of 10, a simple conversation. Talk about it. Put it out there. Hey, I hear you, but let me explain myself. Don't just assume. You know, let me explain myself or let me hear from you before I start assuming something with you. You have to have those conversations. Remember, that's what real talk therapy is all about. Sitting down, having real life conversations that we don't have. You know, a lot of friendships are broken up because there was no conversation. A lot of marriages, relationships, situationships, whatever you want to call them, work relationships, friendships are torn apart because of miscommunication. And there never was a conversation because one person doesn't care to clear the air and one person doesn't know how to clear the air. So you got to get to a place where you can free your mind and the rest will follow. Everything else will follow. It'll fall into place because you're taking out all that extra stuff that had you here, there, and everywhere. So, as you continue to enjoy your family and friends on this Good Feel Good Friday, I want you guys to make sure you get some rest, get prepared for the work week. Everything will be bumping and jumping next week if you didn't already take off. And again, be aware if you're out there shopping, be mindful of people that are around you. If you're out at dark, try to park under well-lit areas or as close to the store, wherever you're going. If you're by yourself, pay attention to your surroundings. And make sure that, you know, if something or someone is coming for you, that you can be prepared. And before we close out or end today, I want to recognize Mr. Michael McKeithen, the owner of M&M. Oh my God, is it M&M Automotive? So, Mike McKeithen, is a mechanic. I mean, jack of all trades. He will tow your car. I'm not sure how far he will tow, but with the picture at the end, the telephone number is on there. They fix cars, he buy cars, he sell cars. Man, he just it with cars. So if you're local in my area, Scotland County area, please look up Michael McKeithen. If you're outside of that, you know, like I said, I don't know how far he goes, but I'm gonna tell you what, no complaints. Very, very reasonable, and the man knows what he's doing when it comes to automotive care on vans, buses, cars, hearses. I've seen all kinds of stuff over there at the shop. You name it, he can fix it. But check him out. He's been fixing on cars ever since I've known him. Very, very detailed, very professional. Very available. You get your stuff back at a reasonable time, depending on what it is. Help you with find the part that you may need. All of that good stuff. Check out my guy though. Please check him out for all of your automotive needs. If you're looking for a vehicle at a reasonable price, look him up. If you're looking to sell a car, please look him up. And again, that is M&M Automotive. You'll see at the end of this video. So thank you guys so much. Eat the rest of those leftovers today. The expiration date is tomorrow. Don't eat that stuff from yesterday, because y'all know some of it was cooked on Wednesday. So you got to give it 3-4 day window. Be around here with your stomach hurting and all other kinds of stuff. Be safe if you're going to be driving. But again, if you drink and drive and you need help, holler at your girl. Certified alcohol and drug counselor here in the state of North Carolina. And if it happens in South Carolina, you can still call me. I can help you out. Just take care of yourself out there. Be mindful of others. If you're going out to clubs, partying, and all that kind of stuff, just be safe, man. We want everybody to have a prosperous and safe holiday. So until next week, please subscribe, like, comment, and share, and take care of you. See you guys next week. Bye.